I belong to Facebook groups for singles. Whenever someone asks, what are your top 5 qualities you look for in a man? Many, if not most of the women will list honest as a must-have trait. Yet I find that one of the fastest ways for me to vex, disappoint, or anger a woman is for me to accurately describe what I'm currently thinking or feeling. What are women really asking for when they say they want an honest man? Ah, Jesse, I'm so sorry. Um, it's a collision between needing honesty, because if someone isn't honest, then you don't know what's real. And wow, I don't, for me, that's like the scariest thing, is to not know what's real. It's like having information from a trusted source, right? You feel like you're dealing with something that's real. But then when you describe something honestly, there's a collision with the center of the universe. And so we want you to be honest, but we also want to hear what we want to hear. And I did a class last summer called Why You Can't Trust Men to Tell the Truth. And I got in a lot of trouble at the time for the name of it. Like, oh my gosh, Alison Armstrong is saying this about men, that you can't trust them to tell the truth. And then, of course, I'm me. So, um, so it, I answered the question why you can't trust men to tell the truth, right? Because I told the truth about that. I always fly the flag. I just didn't answer it the way that some women would have wanted me to, because I pointed out all the ways that they teach honest men to not tell the truth, that it's not worth it to tell the truth. And I think this is part of what you're encountering. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Part of what you're encountering is that, let me see if I can explain this. And if you have a follow-up question, please ask. What happens is, and I talk about this in that program, which is in our library or something somewhere, if women have a notion, and it comes from because of how we are motivated, that if we're upset enough about something, you'll change. Because we do. If you're upset about something, we'll change it or we'll go underground with it. So if you tell us the truth, if you're honest with us about something, and we don't like your truth, and we get upset about your truth, women think you'll change what's true for you, because they think you're motivated the way they are. So they don't follow the logical trail, right? But I do, because I'm logical to a fault, probably. And that is that what's true for you has been true for you probably for a long time. And it's sourced in what you value the most, which is something that you've paid close attention to. And what's true for you wasn't a problem. There's no problem in what's true for you. The problem arose when you told her what was true for you. So, yes, her being upset is going to change you. It's not going to change your truth, though. It's going to change your telling of the truth, because quite logically in your mind, that's where the trouble began. Not with the truth. Telling the truth causes problems with women. So, yes, it's not fair at all. They say they want a man to be honest, but then when you're honest, you don't get a whole lot of credit for being honest. Like, I need the truth, right? And I also produced another program called Why Men Lie and Why Women Lie, because human beings lie. And since I need the truth, I actually have to nurture truthfulness. I have to give more points, if you will. I have to have more appreciation for someone telling me the truth than they would lose for that I didn't like that truth. way more for that they told it. In fact, it'd be best if they got like 100 points for telling it and it didn't cost them anything for what their truth was. But again, I'm logical to a fault, and I backtrack, right? I'm like always reverse engineering, figuring out what's the cause and effect of me getting what I don't want and what worked to get me what I really do need. So I'm really sorry. I am so sorry that women say over and over and over and over and over and over again that they want honest. And then when you give them honest, they don't say, wow. They don't jump up and down and celebrate that and go, you're the guy I'm looking for because you gave me an honest answer. I might not like the answer, but you gave me an honest answer. I can live with that. I'm so sorry that that's a rare person. And it's something we just haven't faced about ourselves. And so much of our curriculum, like in Understanding Love and Commitment, for example, the nickname for that course was Cinderella Grows Up. Because so many of the things that women think they want, they're in a fantasy about what will get them that. They're an illusion about it. And until we grow up and face things like, if you want honesty, you have to be more excited about honesty and not use the truth against somebody. As soon as you use it against somebody, you're not going to get any more of that. So if you would let me know, Jesse, if I was actually addressing what I think that you were asking, if that illuminates that for you, and if you have a follow-up question, please post it, because darn, that makes a difference. And thank you so much. Such an important topic. And by the way, Jesse, the way that I define honest, because I know lying is an instinctive survival reaction, and in Why Men Lie, Why Women Lie, I talk about how, we've heard of flight, fight, and freeze, right? Well, that applies to lying. So there's actually fight lying and flight lying and freeze lying. Freeze lying is often a mask, like, sure, I'm completely accepting of what you're telling me, and I'm good at that. Thank you very much. So when we understand that not telling the truth is completely normal, or as I say in Why Men Lie, Why Women Lie, we're literally born liars. So small children lie. Like early on, we learn to lie to get what we need. And so if we really want honesty, we have to behave counterinstinctually, and we need to reward the counterinstinctual behavior of being honest. And so that's why I say, for me, my definition of honest is an honest person is someone who'll tell me when they lied. And when I've had people on my staff, it's so much fun, go, I lied to you. And I'm like, really? What did you lie to me about? And like, no instant you're in deep trouble, right? Just thrilled they're telling me that they lied. Well, last week when you asked that, I got scared and I said this and it wasn't true. What's really true is this. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for telling me. You're the bomb. And I've actually fired people not for lying. I fired them for lying about lying. I fired them for not coming forward and telling me that they lied. I had to go find out. So the way my younger daughter and I distinguish it once is we are lovers of truth. we love truth so much. It's a love language, and we celebrate truth and worship truth, and I wish that was more common.